this video, I'm going to talk about shading. Let's start with pencils, okay? And the shading pencil have numbers on there. See, they have numbers, right? So the HB is the center, like not very dark, not very light. Then goes F, H, 2H, 3H, 4H. They get lighter and lighter, you can tell, right? Then goes to B, B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B. Then they have 10B, like 12B, right? Or 5H. They just get, B gets darker and darker. H get lighter and lighter. So HB is kind of in the center. That's why I used to start with drawing with HB. And I see that not that many left, but I gathered some pencil, and I think I have all over there, but I have a 4H and a 10B left here. So, okay, so let me just start with how to shade, right? Like basic thing. Since I couldn't find my HB, I got a B here, okay? So for shading, like you hold your pencil like this loosely, okay? And normally, if I'm drawing on the table, not on the easel, I only move my finger. You can hold, you can practice, get a pencil, just hold like this and only move your finger like that. So like you know, if you used to hold a chopsticks, you probably very good with your fingers hold a pencil, right? So you can do this without putting on the paper. Just try not to move your wrist or your arm, you know, just your finger. So this way I felt like it's easy to control. Like, oh, I want to shade a little bit, right? Or I want to shade a lot, or I want a little bit darker or a little bit lighter. I feel like using your finger to hold this, your pencil, is easy to control where you want to do. Then when you put on the paper, right, you do like this. You go back and forth, because I saw some student doing like this. No, don't do like that. Then you get like this very hairy looking thing going on, okay? So go back and forth like this. Let's see, if you want it darker, just overlapping it. You know, just overlapping it, then you get darker and darker. And the reason doing this is, you know, or you want to shade a shadow, right? So a shadow, it's like, if I use this much, it's like that, right? Shadow is like this. And if you think about, if you, this, you know, doesn't really look like a shadow, right? It look like a bunch of lines over there, right? It doesn't form as a shadow, right? So practice, get a piece of paper, practice like this, and you can go in this way and put it up like that, and doing this too, right? Or you can just do it like the one way, like one direction, and going back and forth, right? Or you can hit chat like this. You know, just try in the end, just, you know, try not have those white, try not leave that white spot in there, and it won't look like shadow, right? Okay, now, so I'm going to, the last we are doing an egg, right? The last class we are doing an egg, so I'm going to shade an egg. I'm thinking about the light. The lights is from here, right? If the lights is from here, I know that part going to be the lighter side. This part going to be the darker side. I have a video I sent to you guys last week, but I don't think you guys watched that video because I felt like you have a problem shading it. So I tell you guys, if you want, you can use your finger smudges so it looks smooth. But I still wanted to show you how to use pencil shaded. Did you see how I draw the egg right here? I didn't do it very dark. Right? Got to be light. That's how you sketch, right? Don't do like this. You sketch it. But when you sketch, it's not like you're doing that. No, it's not like that. You're sewing. No, it's you feel like your hand has to be naturally, has to be like comfortable, okay? You don't want to do very stiff, all right? You hand curves naturally, like going somewhere naturally, all right? Naturally, it's doing it. If you want to do like one line is perfect, then leave it, right? If you think, oh, I need to fix a little bit, then fix it. It's not like you have to always doing that. No, right? Because sometimes I need to do several lines to make sure, it's correct. All right, so when you shade the core shadow first lightly. Just try to get the shape, right? Then a little bit casting shadow. Right now, I have no casting shadow. I mean reflection. Right now, I have a light side and darker side. You can see that, right? So what do you do now then? Next time, then I can darken the if it's a very bright light shine directly on here, it's going to be very big contrast between the dark side and the lighter side. So where I'm going to start where I'm start before, which is the core shadow right here. Just, got to be patient. Why my table is okay. Try not. Your finger are controlling the so now let's get a layer of dark, right? Darker than before, right? Now I'm going to switch a pencil because I'm talking about pencil. I don't want to use the one pencil. You say, why you have all those pencils? So I'm going to pick a lighter pencil, 3H for the lighter side going, if you not decided to smudge it into the lighter part, now you can use your pencil. See this 3H is a very light pencil, so you get a very light going on to the lighter side, right? That's why you switch a pencil. Switch a pencil. Then you think, oh, darker side I need to be a little darker. No, I'm trying to use my 2B, but looks very short. Let me see if I have another pencil. I just use this short 2B, and I have to hold like this because it's too short to hold it the other way. Darken the core shadow, right? Core shadow is not a dark band. Core shadow have dark side and lighter parts too, right? Okay, now that probably be the darkest part, the core shadow, right? And then what I do is I'm going to draw the casting shadow, which is the egg cast the shadow on the table. Here's the light because the reflection from the table. Remember that. That's light because our egg is turning around, right? That way, this way, and that way, right? All over the place. So the lights is come all over the place. So the lights, the shadow, the value always changes because they're coming different light source, right? And this part probably because the table or the wall give us some reflection. That's why this part is lighter than that part. Even they're all in the core shadow part, they're all in the shadow part, right? Okay, now if I put a casting shadow that looks even more three-dimensional, I'm going to get an even darker pencil for that. 4B, okay, 4B. Now I'm going to, when you're doing the casting shadow, I'm going to think about how this is going to look like. Probably look like this, right? If the lights come from here, the casting shadow probably going to look like this. And there is a very, very important part I want to tell you guys about. This part is when we shading, how we see the shape is because the edge. Okay? So because the dark meet the light, lights meet dark, because those edges, you can see that shape. It's not I made a line, see the shape, is the edge. The dark meets light, light meets dark edge. So what that means is I don't want you shade thing from away in here. Then there is lots of chance you will shade into the egg or into the object, then the edge lost. Got it? So if you shade from here away, you kind of keep the shape, the edge better. Got it? Very important, because I have a student kid makes the same mistake. The shade from here, then they eventually get thing like that. Then kind of mess up the shape, right? Here you go. That's our egg. This is the most harder part to shade. Other, if it's a cube, it's easy to shade, right? Because it doesn't have a curved core shadow. It's just like this, right? Then you can shade over like that. And even that, do you see the values different? Did you see that? Look at which part is dark, which part is light. You can obviously see that, right?